Leaves begin to fall. Earth turns, and cycles begin. Come sit by my side. Yeah. That's what it's about. It's about cycles, huh? Well, we're getting ready to go through the equinox to fall. Careful. Don't fall. Yeah. Let's all make this a love cycle, huh? As I say, love the one you're with. And reach out across the sea, across the boundary, across the world to touch the one you love. But first, love yourself. The I Ching for the week of September 16th, 2016. September 19th, 2016. Often readings come up and different hexagrams come very close on the heels of others, as this one did. This is, I threw the same one in June. When this happens, the I Ching is telling us, maybe you didn't listen last time. Hammering the message home, right? The I Ching tells us of cycles. Clearly, this aspect of the great cycle has returned in number 45, Sui. Gathering together, above is the lake, below is the earth. The wisdom is to bring hearts and minds together. There's a great task ahead. Join together in humility with love. It seems apropos to ask the questions that the elders would have asked us if we were back in tribal times, or if in your community or your cycle you have some wise elders, they may be asking you these questions. Where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Are you in the right relation? Where is your water? Oh man, isn't that important these days? Where is your water? You know, they asked this question hundreds of years ago, the old Hopi, knowing what was coming. And we're in that. We've got to know our water. These questions, tribal elders would ask at a certain point in the journey of coming home to the true self, to the real you, the authentic you, without doubt and without shame. So you stop and you contemplate it and see what you've gained. Embrace what you've accomplished. The ritual now. The ritual now that is right here and now is with you. Go into the ritual of change without giving quarter to anybody or anything. Deconstruct what got you here alive and engaged. You know, wake up every morning. I forget sometimes, but wake up every morning and be grateful. You're given another day to work it out. That's what we got to do. We got to work it out. Be grateful when you wake up. You know that thing that happens when you wake up and you say, oh man, what is wonderful today? Or if you wake up and say, oh my God, what's going to go wrong today? Just go into a place of gratitude that you woke up. That sets it off really well. For the good of all, for the greater good, look to your thoughts and motivation and be sincere in your assessments and in your actions. If you choose a path so you'll look good to others, or that it will allow you to mingle with a desired group, be cautious. Movement of that type will lead you to a wounding that will be difficult, if not impossible, to heal. You know, that story about if you put yourself on too high of a pedestal, that's a long way to fall. The time has arrived where you're being called to a position of leadership in your tribe, in your family, in your community, and on your path towards the fifth direction. the fifth direction. There's east, there's west, there's north, there's south, and there is number 5, which is inside, the place where your dreams, your ambitions are held as a precious treasure that's hidden from view. And it was hidden until now. Yeah. What's important now to understand is you're exposed. You're not going to be able to hide it. You know, oh, I don't want people to know I'm sad. I don't want people to know I'm too happy. You know, you really have no choice. If you're around the right people, you can't hide anything. And if you're around people you can hide things from, change people. You got to be exposed sometimes. You got to be vulnerable. And in that you will be surprisingly clear. To be a leader now is to be in balance with your ego, which for now you will benefit by placing the ego in check and stay on your path with integrity, with compassion, with valor, and with dignity. Leadership now need not be the arrival of the warrior on the white horse with his flags flying, though at times this flash can be useful. However, the leadership that is the oracle is rendering here is that you must be the leader from within. That is your benefit. Whether it's in your family, your relationship, in business, or personally, or perhaps on your spiritual journey. Your role is not to create a commonality of thought and action, but to encourage a strong individuality, remaining true to your truth and highest standards. In this way, you bring all together by combining individual strengths, which in turn will take you in movement to a common goal. The goal for the good of all, the greater good. Do not lead by issuing orders or setting limits. Rather, lead by encouragement, working together. Working together. About 1,500 years ago, General Sun Tzu wrote The Art of War. He taught many things that really relate to the times now. What he said that stays with me is that the greatest leader does not lead from the front of the troops, nor does that leader lead from the back. The great leader leads from within. In this way, the true and righteous power of a group, community, or relationship is actualized. Great things can be accomplished. Achieving harmony in your projects with others or in your personal relationship is now required for prosperity to flourish. This is accomplished by adhering to the actions that have the constituents of honesty and sincerity and integrity. In your times of intimacy, respect those moments as sacred, ceremonial, and a balance between light and dark, yin and yang. When people gather together, it's natural that there will be conflict that raises issues of jealousy, power, quest for control. Conflicts create energy. It is the task of the leader, the great leader, the head of the clan, to convert the energy created by conflict into a force that's positive, a force that will lead all concerned to their personal goals, and in turn, it will be those of the tribe. To do this, the leader must remain calm, devoted, and centered, and move with integrity and compassion and kindness. Keep in mind that these lessons do not apply to your outer world, not only to your outer world, but they are also an awesome and significant arsenal to have with you on your journey of the road less traveled that leads to the inside. A great leader may not necessarily be recognized as a leader at the time. Leadership, as all great tacticians know, can be achieved invisibly, without awkward acknowledgement. By maintaining a correct attitude, egos are not challenged, and completion, love, and abundance are assured. Yeah. Listen to that, the assurance. of love and abundance, and completing your tasks. You know, how many times have people said to you, you say, oh man, I just can't complete the task. I start something, I'm excited, but I don't complete it, right? Just try to check out what's missing, you know? What's missing in there? Is it your commitment? Are you missing compassion? That's likely what it is. Compassion for those around you, perhaps those you're working with, or perhaps compassion for those that have worked against you. By recognizing that, then you move into these places where you come into the place where you are in personal power, a beautiful governed power. This reading is talking in simple terms that the requisites for proper leadership will lead to a prosperous outcome, lifting the self-imposed fog as the road to abundance, the road to satisfaction and completion are brought into clarity with your inner vision. This vision is governed by your intuition and the place where you converse in symbol and sign with the divine. Listen to that line for a minute. The place where you converse in symbol and sign with the divine, right? You know, you see signs along the road. You see symbols. Pay attention. The divine is speaking to you, right? Divinity is there for you. But pay attention to the symbols and pay attention to the signs. On this path, you will be challenged. Meet these challenges with calmness and with the strength and the attitude of the sage. A joyous dancing spirit will have your back, and love will be revealed as the haze is lifted and you can see again by finally honing your senses, right? And we say that love will be revealed, but remember, the bottom line to doing any of the work we're talking about is love. Love for yourself, love for your planet, love for those around you, and a deep, deep compassion. You know, we see our oceans, our worlds, our politics, the money, all shifting and all changing, and it seems so almost impossible to get a handle on. Truth is, we do have that responsibility, but we must begin by going inside, finding a balance deep within us, and then we can find our way to doing what must be done, first in our immediate world around us. You know, we just watched where the Native American tribes in the Americas gathered to stop a line of oil going through their sacred land. A line of oil that would have spilled into their fields, into their waters. And it almost happened, but they came together. And in that coming together, it was stopped. And all of us must give our energy to them, those people that are fighting for nothing more than good water, good land. Those of you that have good water, those of you that have good land, be grateful. And in that gratitude, send love and harmony to those who are fighting for it in their lives and in the way that they are. I talk of the joyous dancing spirit and know that we call on the joyous dancing spirit because it's with us all the time if we pay attention. If we just stop. Haven't you ever seen somebody just in an open field just go dancing, huh? Just dancing, maybe to music, maybe not, but just dancing in joy. That's the joyous dancing spirit coming through. That's channeling. Allow yourself. All of us can do it. All of us can channel the joyous dancing spirit. Just let it happen. Just dance. You know, dance maybe when you're alone, but dance when you're with people. Or maybe you're walking down Fifth Avenue and you feel the dancing. Just dance for a while. You might stop traffic for a minute, but boy, you're going to get a lot of smiles. Yeah, I'm going to New York in a couple of weeks, and I plan to do that. I plan to dance on the street, so we might get the next Ching from Bellevue. Who knows? Yeah, we're about lifting the joy. Lifting to joy. Focusing on touch, focusing on sound and vision and fragrance and sight. It's all meant to enliven you at this particular tipping point in life, in this tipping point on earth. our Mother Earth, who will assist you as you honor and respect her. And respect all that this planet is giving us. How this planet is looking after our sentient beings, looking after our water and our flora and our fauna. We got to do it too. You know, pick one. Look after the water. Okay, look after the flora. Look after the flowers. Look over the fauna. Look after your neighbor. Pay attention. This is a time when stuff is like not lining up as it should in the best possible way. And we change it. You change it by being aware, by being awake, by being in awe. By being in awe is a psychedelic experience. As Brother Jimi Hendrix said, are you experienced? That's right. And the benefit will come when you can answer, yes, I am experienced. And so I'm going to take that experience and I'm going to use it to make the world a better place. And I start with the world inside me and then to the ones beside me and the earth that I stand on. And I'll make the world a better place. Stillness is where we come to find our quest for truth. In stillness, you can listen and quiet the yapping ego, the coyote in your ear, spurred by the critical ego, telling you, no, don't dance in public, man. No, you can't help the land. Just take what you got. Use it. Don't share. Don't let it happen. Don't let the ego get you out of compassion. Don't let the ego take you out of compassion. Knowing that anything negative you hear that relates to you from that inner voice is just bullshit. It's just not true. It's a lie. So when you hear something negative, you say, that's you, yapping coyote. Just shut up. I know what you're telling me is a lie, so I will change your lie to the truth. That's right. That's the power of changing the way you think about things. Trust yourself now and step back into joyful dignity as you adhere to the softness and the dignity of the warrior in concert with all of us. You are the leader now, and the one your tribe and the one your inner sage has been waiting to appear. At the beginning of this reading, I spoke some of the words of the Hopi elders. This is a text of where that message came from the Hopi elders. You've been telling the people that this is the 11th hour. Now you must go back. The Hopi elders ask, where are you living? What are you doing? What are your relationships? Telling you to know your garden. It's time to speak your truth. Create your community. Be good to each other. And do not look outside yourself for the leader. Then this great teacher clapped their hands together and smiled and said, this could be a good time. There's a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they are torn apart, and they will suffer greatly. No, the river has its destination. The elders say that we must let go of the shore. Push off to the middle of the river. Keep our eyes open and our heads above water. And I say, see who is in there with you and celebrate. At this time in history, we're to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment that we do, our spiritual growth and our journey comes to a full stop. The time of the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves. Banish the world's struggle from your attitude and from your vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred manner and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for. That's it. That's it. So that's the story. That's what the Hopi Nation says. Those are my teachers from so many years ago, 40, 45 years ago. All of you, be part of this tribe that's working together. As you listen, reach out. Share the message, not my message. Share your message. Share the message that words from the I Ching, words from the elders spark in you. Speak your truth. Dance your truth. I send you love. I send you joy. And don't forget this companion that you all have, you might have forgotten is there. The companion of your sense of humor. Tell a joke, make them laugh, tickle somebody. I love you. Lakesh alakin. I am the other you. And I like it that way. All my brothers and sisters who returned from Burning Man changed. I've seen some faces, I've seen some laughter. But you don't have to go to Burning Man to do it. You keep that Burning Man spirit in your heart, that you can change it, you can dance it, you can be part of a loving community. Stretch your arms out. Set down the phone, set down the computer, turn it all off. Walk on the street without it. Yeah, leave it at home, you know. You'll check your pocket a few times to see if you got it, but do it. Just go out there. Be without the electronics for a minute, okay? Namaste, my brothers. Namaste, my sisters. In Lakesh, Alakin. My brother Daniel Pinchback has a new book coming out. Something I think we should all look at and pay attention to. How Soon Is Now is the name. I think it comes out next month. How soon is now, man. There's some words in there. And also some things that'll tell us where to go and what to do. You know, lots of times people put out the words, oh, this is wrong, oh, that's wrong, and they write books about what's wrong and this is wrong. But Daniel's written a book about how to help make it right by joining a community, by coming together and doing it. It's an important book. Pay attention. It probably is up on Amazon now to pre-order. So this is a big one. Take a look. Take a listen. I love you. In Lakesh Alakin. If you're in New York, I will be in New York from October 3rd until the 15th. I'll be doing private sessions, as well as on October 8th, I'm going to be doing a very cool seminar in Chelsea. So look at my website and see about enrolling or seeing about making appointments to see me. I would love to see you, and I'd love to meet new people as well. Also, after that, I go to Toronto, and I'll be in Toronto from October 19th until about the 23rd. I'll be having 2 seminars, and I'll be seeing I'll be doing private sessions there as well. There's more information on my on the website, the I Ching website. So please go to them and let me see you. I send you so much love. Big hugs, everybody. Namaste.